Hello, everybody. Scooty 007 here, bringing you another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. In today's game, we've got the 10-7 Chicago White Sox taking on the 8-10 Tampa Bay Rays. This is Game 3 of a 3-game series between the White Sox and the Rays. White Sox looking to clean sweep the Rays, but will the Rays be able to strike back and avoid the sweep? We'll find out. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Chicago White Sox. Leading off, the first baseman, Nick Swisher. Batting second, the shortstop, Orlando Cabrera. Batting third, the designated hitter, Jim Thome. Batting fourth in the cleanup position, the right fielder, Jeremy Dye. Batting fifth, the catcher, A.J. Pazinski. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Joe Creed. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Carlos Quinton. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Brian Anderson. Batting ninth, the second baseman, Juan Ubre. On the mound for the Rays, it is Edwin Jackson. Comes in the game with a 3.32 ERA. 3 wins, no losses. He's pitched 19 innings, allowed 18 hits, 11 strikeouts, and 8 walks. We're here at Tropicana Field, which gives a +2 to strikeouts and a +3 to walks. And with that, Swisher steps up. He walks up to the batter's box. He's batting at 250 as the home plate umpire dusts off home plate. And we're ready to start. And the first pitch of the game is a 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-15, that is a 7. And that's going to be good for a walk. So a Swisher will go on down to first. Let's take a look at the starting defense for the Tampa Bay Rays. Crawford out there in left field. Upton is in center. Gomes at right field, going around the horn. We've got Longoria at third. Johnson's on short. Iwamura is at second. Hinske at first. Regan's behind the plate. And Jackson is on the mound. We roll for strategy. That is a 2. It is a hit and run. Infield playing double play depth, by the way. So here's how hit and runs work. All ground double plays will get a -2. Base run rating get a +2. Home run and walk ratings will be cut in half and round those down. All lineouts are considered double plays, and if the batter strikes out, we'll resolve the play as a steal. Cabrera batting a 239. And the pitch, 6-6. Column 6, row 6. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-7, the 10 is too high. And that is going to be a 2-5. Column 2, row 5. Ground ball to Iwamura. And that is going to be a double play. So how do we check the double play rating? Well, we're going to check for double play. Ground double play rating off of Jackson is a +1. That's where we get the 2. Johnson is a 0. So we get a +2 there. And we take a look. We hit it to G4. The pivot is the shortstop. We take 1d6, roll it against the ground double play rating. That is a 2. And that is a 2. So if the roll is less than or equal to the GDP rating, it is a double play. So with that, it is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. And with that, they turn 2. And Jim Thome is up. He is batting a 224. And the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6, double question mark. Single on a 1-17. That is a 4 in range, and Jim will get on with a base hit. So 2 outs and a runner on first, and when we have 2 outs, remember we always give a +1 to the base run rating. Strategy rolls at 8, infield normal depth, and here is the pitch to Jeremy Dye, batting a .233. 1-6, column 1, row 6, that is a blank. And that is going to be a 1-3. Column 1, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball back up there to Jackson. We'll make the catch and retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the first, and here is the starting lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. Leading off, the second baseman, Ikinori Iwamura. Batting second, the left fielder, Carl Crawford. Batting third, the center fielder, B.J. Upton. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Carlos Pena. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Johnny Gomes. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Eric Hinsky. Batting eighth, the catcher, Sean Riggins. And batting ninth, the shortstop, Elliott Johnson. On the mound for the White Sox, it is John Danks, who will come into the game with a 2.84 ERA. He's got no wins and 2 losses. He's pitched 19 innings, allowed 16 hits, 14 strikeouts, 3 walks. And with that, Iwamura batting a .279, and here is the pitch. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That is a strike. On a 1-13, that is a 3. Struck him out. And that'll be 1 away. Carl Crawford is up. He's batting a .200. And here is the pitch. 3-5, column 3, row 5. Home run chance on a 1-12. The 20 is too high. Oh, by the way, before we resolve the play for Carl Crawford, let's take a look at the defense here, at the starting defense here for the Chicago White Sox. Quinton's out there in left field, Anderson in center, Dye is going to be out there in right field, going around the horn. We've got Creed at third, Cabrera's at short, Ubre's on second, Swisher at first, Brzezinski's behind the plate, and Danks is on the mound. 2-4. Column 2, row 4, and that's going to be a ground ball to Ubre. He'll make the catch and put 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and B.J. Upton is up. He's batting a .219, and here is the pitch. 4-3, column 4, row 3. That is a blank. 2-3, column 2, row 3. That's going to be good for a single. And with that, Upton is on with a base hit. Carlos Pena is up. He's batting a .227, and here is the pitch. Strategy rolls an 11. 5-3, column 5, row 3. Strikeout on a 1-18. That is a 10. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for the Rays. After 1, we're tied at nothing. We go to the top of the second. It's A.J. Brzezinski, Joe Creed, and Carlos Quinton due up for the White Sox. A.J. Brzezinski is batting a .400, and here is the pitch. 4-4, column 4, row 4. That is a strike. Brzezinski's strike range is on a 1-10. That is a 20. The 20 is too high. 5-5, column 5, row 5. That's going to be a single out there to Upton into center field. And with that, Brzezinski will lead off with a base hit. Joe Creed is up. He's batting a .322. Strategy rolls an 11. And here's the pitch. Infield double play depth. 4-3, column 4, row 3. Strikeout on a 1-9. The 19 is too high. 2-1, column 2, row 1. Pop up to Longoria. and that'll be out number 1, and we have a hit and run. Strategy roll is a 2, so that's going to be a hit and run. Remember, double play ratings are -2. Base run ratings get a +2. Home run and walks are cut in half. Lineouts are double plays, and should Quentin strike out, we'll resolve it as a steal. 6-5, column 6, row 5, that is a blank. 5-4, column 5, row 4, and that's going to be a double out there in the center field. That's a one-hopper off the wall. Pazinski will go to third. The stop sign goes up from first to home. It's a +1. We roll 1d6 against that rating. That is a 3. The 5 is too high. Pazinski will hold. Chicago with the White Sox with a runner in scoring position, and that's going to bring up Brian Anderson. Anderson, first time we're seeing him, but no average just yet. He's played in 9 games, had 5 at-bats, 1 run, and 1 RBI, so he has not had any hits yet. No average yet. Strategy roll is a 3, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be a 5-4. Column 5, row 4, hit by pitch. That is a 0. Jackson will give a -7. The 20 is way too high. Nothing to do there. 1-5. Column 1, row 5, and that's going to be a fly ball to Upton. And that is a failed sacrifice roll. And with that, Pazinski will still hold with 2 outs. Not challenging the arm of B.J. Upton out there. Juan Ubre is up. He's batting a .316. Strategy rolls a 13, and here is the pitch with 2 outs and 2 on. 6-5, column 6, row 5, that is a blank. By the way, strategy rolls a 13. Chicago is staying pat on strategy. 6-5, column 6, row 5, and that's going to be a line drive back there to Jackson. I'll make the catch and retire the side. So no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on for the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the second. Evan Longoria, Johnny Gomes, and Eric Kinski due up for Tampa Bay. Evan Longoria batting a .280, and here is the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That is a hit by pitch. That's going to be a -4. That's going to be a 4 because John is a -5. The 10 is too high. 1-6, column 1, row 6, and that's going to be a fly ball to Quentin. He'll make the catch and put 1 away. Johnny Gomes batting a .209, and here is the pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3, strikeout on a 1-18. That is a 15. Struck him out. So that's going to put 2 away, and that's going to bring up Eric Kinski. Kinski batting a .279. 5-3, column 5, row 3, strikeout on a 1-11. The 18 is too high. 5-6, column 5, row 6, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Die. He'll make the catch and retire the side. So the Rays go down in order, no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on. After 2, we're tied at 0. We go to the top of the third. Nick Swisher, Orlando Cabrera, and Jim Thome due up for the White Sox. Nick Swisher walked his last time up, and the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. That's going to be a strikeout on a 1-17. That is a 12. Struck him out. And that's 1 away, and that's his first strikeout of the game. Orlando Cabrera is up. He's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. double question mark, single and a 1 to 7. The 12 is too high. Now, when the double question mark comes up, we do follow that. That is the only thing we follow right now. And that is a blank. We're going to go roll for Cabrera, 5-1. Column 5, row 1, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Gomes. He'll make the catch. And puts 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, and Jim Thome is up. He's 1 for 1, and here is the pitch. 6-3, column 6, row 3. Strikeout on a 1 to 15. That is a 4. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Rays retire the White Sox in order. Very easy inning to score there. We go to the bottom of the third. Sean Riggins, Elliott Johnson, and Iwamura drew up for Tampa Bay. Sean Riggins batting at a 212. And here is the pitch. 5-4, column 5, row 4, strikeout plus. Now, on a strikeout plus, we add 10 to the strikeout range, plus the 2 from Tampa, from Tropicana Field. So we're adding 12 to that range, and that is the only time when the strikeout range will get above a 20. That's a 24. That is a 10. Struck him out looking. And he goes down on strikeouts. Elliott Johnson batting a 250, and here is the pitch. 6-1, column 6, row 1. That's going to be a range play. Now, on a range play, we're going to check the first number of the outfielder's arm on their range. And whose range is that going to be? It's going to be 5-4, column 5, row 4. Ground ball to Cabrera. Cabrera's range is on a 1 to 4. That is a 2. He'll make the catch. Now, Cabrera on his range plays, he's 8 for 12. He's about 67%. When we go to the top of the order. 2 up, 2 down, and we go to Iwamura, who is 0 for 1, struck out his last time up. And the pitch. 4-6, column 4, row 6. Once again, that is going to be a range play. 1-5, column 1, row 5, and that's going to be to Ubre. His range is on a 1 to 4. That is a 6. He'll try to go for the diving catch, but can't get it. And he can't get it, and with that, Iwamura is on with a base hit. So Ubre is 5 for 8 on his range plays. He's also about 62%. And that is going to bring up Carl Crawford, who is 0 for 1. Strategy rolls at 18, and here is the pitch. 4-5, column 4, row 5, strikeout on a 1 to 11. That's an 11. Struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on for Tampa Bay. After 3, we're still scoreless here at Tropicana Field. We go to the top of the 4th. Jeremy Dye, A.J. Pazinski, and Joe Creed due up. Jeremy Dye 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. Strikeout on a 1 to 12. That is a 6. Struck him out. And put 1 away. A.J. Pazinski 1 for 1, and here is the pitch. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 6. That is a 5. That's in range, and that's going to be good for a walk. So with that, as Pazinski will trot on down to first, Joe Creed, who's batting 0 for 1 today. Strategy rolls at 10. White Sox standing pat, infield double play depth, and the pitch. 2-1, column 2, row 1. home run on a 1-18. That is a 6, and that ball is out of here. That's a fly ball out of here down the left field side. Crawford going back to the wall. And it's into the upper deck of the stands here at Tropicana Field. And that puts the White Sox up. It's a 2-run home run by Joe Creed. 2-0 Chicago. Joe Creed, that's going to be his 5th home run of the replay. Carlos Quentin, 1 for 1 today with a double, and here is the pitch. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a range play. 6-5, column 6, row 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Hinske. Hinske's range is on a 1-3. That is a 1. He'll make the catch. Makes the catch and quickly runs over to the bag to tag him out, and that'll put 2 away. Brian Anderson up. He's 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That's a strikeout on a 1-18. That's a 17. Struck him out. So 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th. B.J. Upton, Carlos Pena, and Evan Longoria due up for Tampa Bay. B.J. Upton is 1 for 1 today, and here is the pitch. 5-3, column 5, row 3, strikeout on a 1-14. That is a 9. Struck him out. Carlos Pena is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-6, column 6, row 6. That's a strikeout on a 1-18. That is a 10. Struck him out. And that'll put 2 away. Evan Longoria is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1. That's going to be a wild pitch. It's a foul ball. We're going to re-roll the dice as Longoria will smack it into the stands. 5-2, column 5, row 2. Strikeout on a 1-18. That is an 8. Struck him out. So no runs, no hits, no errors as the Rays go down in order after 4. It's Chicago 2, Tampa nothing. We go to the top of the 5th. Juan Ubre, Nick Swisher, Orlando Cabrera due up for Chicago. Juan Ubre, 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. Strikeout on a 1-13. That is an 18. The 18 is too high. 2-2, column 2, row 2. That's going to be a single to Johnson. To the shortstop, and with that, Juan Ubre is on with a base hit. We go to the top of the order, Nick Swisher, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 19, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. That is a strikeout on a 1-17. The 19 is too high. 2-1, column 2, row 1, double star 5. And that's going to be a fly ball back there to Crawford. He'll make the catch and put 1 away. So 1 away with a runner on first. Strategy rolls a 13, and that's going to bring up Orlando Cabrera, who is 0 for 2, and here is the pitch. Cabrera 1-2, column 1, row 2. That's going to be a range play. And that is going to be a 3-5. Column 3, row 5, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Crawford again. And this time we're going to check Crawford's range. It's on a 1 to 4. That is a 4. He'll go back to the track. He makes the catch. And puts 2 away. For Crawford, he's 4 for 7. He's 7 for 14. He's 50% on his range plays. Jim Tomei is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a strikeout, and here's the pitch. By the way, strategy rolls a 10. Tampa Bay holding off 6-6. Column 6, row 6, that's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 19, that is a 3. That's going to be good for a walk. So with that, the runners will go over to first and second, and that's going to bring up Jeremy Dye. Strategy roll is an 11. White Sox holding off, and here is the pitch. 1-4. Column 1, row 4, at the ballpark. Anytime you roll the at symbol, you're going to resolve the play using the ballpark card. We go to Tropicana Field, 3-5. Column 3, row 5. That is an S plus 8 to Upton. 1 run will score. Tomei will go to third. He'll hold. But does Dye advance to second? Does he take the single and make it a double? That he does. We take 1d6, roll it against his base run rating. If the roll is equal to or less than the adjusted base run rating, the batter is safe with a double in this case. He'll stretch that single into a double, and the White Sox have a 1-run lead. It's an RBI double by Jim Tomei. It's 3-0 Chicago. And that is going to bring up A.J. Pierzynski. Pierzynski is 1 for 1 with a walk and a run. Strategy rolls a 14, and here is the pitch. 5-4. Column 5, row 4, hit by pitch. That is a 3. Remember, Jackson will give a -7. The 16 is too high. 1-3, column 1, row 3. It's a fly ball to Crawford. He'll go back, make the catch, and retires the side. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Johnny Gomes, Eric Kinski, Sean Riggins due up for Tampa Bay. Johnny Gomes is 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 1-4. Column 1, row 4, range play at the ballpark. We're going to go to Tropicana Field. 3-5. Column 3, row 5, and that's going to be a single play out there to Anderson. Anderson's range is on a 1 to 3. That is a 4. He can't get it. And with that, Gomes will hold at first. He does not make it into a double. And with that, Johnny Gomes, we have a 1. It's a steal attempt. And that's going to be a 20. That's going to be an automatic steal, as Gomes will go over to second on that. And that's going to bring up Eric Kinski. Hitting is 0 for 1, and here is the pitch. Runner in scoring position for the Rays, 4-1. Column 4, row 1. That's going to be a wild pitch. On a 1 to 12, it's a wild pitch. On a 13 to 15, it's a passed ball. It's an 8, it's a wild pitch. Yep, and Gomes will go over to third. Strategy roll is a 1, by the way, and here is the pitch. 2-2. Column 2, row 2. Ground ball to Cabrera. Now, are they going to try to score the runner? Yes. Going to go for the auto out? They will. So with that, Gomes will score. Pinsky will be credited with the RBI, though, and 1 away. It's 3-1 White Sox. Tampa Bay on the board here in the bottom of the 5th. Sean Riggins up. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, and here is the pitch. And that is going to be a 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a blank. Now, the reason we consider that a blank is Riggins is a right-handed batter. So on the pitcher card, if you roll a result where it's a split like that, you consult whether the batter is left or right-handed. And vice versa. If it's on the batter card, you do the same thing for the pitcher. Is the pitcher left or right-handed? 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's going to be a double out there to Anderson. And Riggins is on with a double. So with a double by Riggins, that's going to bring up Elliott Johnson, who is 0 for 1. 1 out, strategy roll 7, and the pitch. And that is going to be a 5-3. Column 5, row 3. Strikeout. On a 1-23, that is a 4. Struck him out. And with that, we go to the top of the order. Iwamura is 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 1, and here is the pitch. 2-5. Column 2, row 5. Possible error on a throw. So what does that mean? We're going to check. That means on an error check, we check the number in the bracket on this play. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a single to Anderson. No error there. Anderson's error range is a 0. That is an 11. It is too high. Remember, it's only applicable if we're rolling for runner advancement. Otherwise, there is no error. So with that, Riggins will go over to third. Iwamura goes to second, goes to first. And with that, the stop sign goes up for Riggins. He's a +2 from second to home. And with that, he'll hold. So runners on first and runners on the corners, infield at normal depth. And here comes Kyle Crawford, who is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 2, and the pitch. 4-4. Column 4, row 4. At the ballpark, we're going to go to Tropicana Field. 3-4. Column 3, row 4. Power hit to Quentin. And that is going to be a 4. So we take a look at the H question mark. On a 1, it's a double. On a 2 through 6, it is a triple. On a 13 to 20, it's a fly ball out. That's a fly out. That is a 4. That's going to be good for a triple. And the Rays tie it up. 2-run triple by Kyle Crawford. And it's 3-all with 2 outs and a runner on third. And that is going to bring up B.J. Upton. Upton is 1 for 2 today with a strikeout. And the pitch. 6-4. Column 6. Row 4, strikeout on a 1-14, 17 too high. 3-5, column 3, row 5, and that's going to be a ground ball to Cabrera. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. So 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors and 2 left on and 1 left on for Tampa Bay after 5. We're all squared at 3. We go to the top of the 6th. Joe Creed, Carlos Quentin, Brian Anderson due up for the White Sox. Joe Creed is 1 for 2 today with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. Taking a look at Edwin Jackson. He can face 3 more batters. Bullpen for the White Sox starting to warm up, and here is meant for the Rays starting to warm up. 1-1, column 1, row 1. That is a strike. On a 1-9, the 15 is too high. 5-1, column 5, row 1. That's going to be a ground ball to Iwamura. He'll make the catch and put one away. Carlos Quentin is up. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. And here is the pitch. 1-6, column 1, row 6. That is a blank. And that is going to be a 4-3, column 4, row 3. Now that is going to be considered a single. Because remember what I said on the batter card, if you roll a split on the batter card, consult to see if the pitcher is a left or right-handed. That'll tell you the outcome of the result. So in this case, Jackson is a right-handed pitcher. We look to the right-handed side of the slash. And with that, it becomes an S5 instead of a G5. Bullpen warming up, and Edwin Jackson is down to his last batter that he can face before he's considered tired. Brian Anderson, 0 for 2, and here is the pitch with a strikeout. Strategy rolls a 16, 3-1, column 3, row 1, strikeout. On a 1-18, that is a 12, struck him out. And with that, Edwin Jackson is now considered tired. And Juan Ubre is up with 2 outs and a runner on first. Strategy rolls a 17. And here is the pitch. 1-4, column 1, row 4 at the ballpark. We're going to go to Tropicana Field. 4-3, column 4, row 3. Fly ball back to the Upton. He'll go back, make the catch, and retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Carlos Pena, Evan Longoria, and Johnny Gomes due up for Tampa Bay. Carlos Pena is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, and here is the pitch. 3-6, column 3, row 6. Possible error on a ground ball. 5-1, column 5, row 1. Fly ball back to the Quentin. Excuse me there. And that'll put 1 away. Evan Longoria is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 2-6, column 2, row 6. Possible error. 4-3, column 4, row 3. It's going to be a pop-up to Creed. Creed's error range is on a 1-13. That is a 6. Even roll, no error. And that'll put 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Johnny Gomes, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a run. 2-5. Column 2, row 5, possible error on a throw. 2-2, column 2, row 2, that's going to be a single out there to Die. Die's error range is a 1, that is a 3. No error there, remember we're not rolling for run or advancement. And Gomes is on with a base hit. And with that, Danks is now tired. We have a steal attempt. And that, I believe, is Gomes's. We'll take a look to see how many bases he's stolen. But that's the second time this game he's stolen second. Eric Kinski, here's the pitch. Danks tired. 3-6, column 3, row 6. Possible error on a ground ball. 2-1, column 2, row 1. That's going to be a line drive to Ubre. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 6, we're still tied at 3. We go to the top of the 7th, and it's the top of the order for the White Sox. Nick Swisher, Orlando Cabrera, and Jim Thome due up for Chicago. Tampa Bay going to their bullpen. Jackson is done. And they're going to bring in Al Reyes. That is his card. Reyes will come into the game with a 7.30 ERA. He's pitched 3 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. No wins, no losses yet. Taking a look at the stats here for Edwin Jackson, he went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts, 1 home run, and ERA of a 3.60. Swisher, 0 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout, and here is the pitch. 6-1. Column 6, row 1, that is a blank. Swisher being a switch hitter, so he's batting left right now. 3-3. Column 3, row 3, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Gomes. And that is out number 1. Orlando Cabrera is 0 for 3, and here is the pitch. 4-1, column 4, row 1, that's a strikeout. On a 1-8, the 14 is too high. 2-1, column 2, row 1, double star 2. That's going to be a ground ball to Hinsky. He'll make the catch, tag the plate. Tags the base, and that is going to be out number 2. 2 up, 2 down, and that's going to bring up Jim Thome. Thome is 1 for 2 today with a walk and a strikeout. And here is the pitch. 5-5. Column 5, row 5, that is a blank. Thome, 5-1. Column 5, row 1, double star 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Iwamura. He'll make the catch, throw it over to Hinsky. As we sing, Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So let's take a look at the box score. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors as the Rays retire the White Sox in order. So let's take a look at the box score after 6.5 have been played here in Tampa. Chicago is scoring 2 runs in the 4th, a run in the 5th, 3 runs on 7 hits. No errors. Tampa Bay coming right back, 3 runs on 7 hits as well. They scored all 3 runs to tie the game up in the 5th inning of the game. And with that, we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th, and we do have a new pitcher on the mound for the White Sox. And they're going to bring in Nick Massett. That is his card. Massett's going to come in. He comes into the game with a 12.86 ERA. 12.86. He's got no wins and one loss. He's pitched 2/3 of an inning, allowed one hit and one strikeout, one walk. No strikeouts. Taking a look at the stats here for John Danks. He went 6 innings as well, allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch, an ERA of a 3.24. 8, 9, and 1 in the Rays lineup that he will have to face. Sean Reagan's 1 for 2 today with a double and a strikeout. 1-3. Column 1, row 3, that is a blank. 2-6, column 2, row 6, and that's going to be a ground ball back to Massett, who'll make the catch and put one away. Elliott Johnson 0 for 2 with a strikeout, and the pitch, 4-4. Column 4, row 4, at the ballpark. We're going to go to Tropicana Field, 4-4. Column 4, row 4, ground ball to Ubre, he'll make the catch. And that'll put 2 away, and we go to the top of the order. Iwamura is 2 for 3 with a strikeout and a run scored. And here is the pitch. 2-5, column 2, row 5, that's going to be a double star. Now, the actual game, when you roll a double star on the pitcher card, you're going to roll 1d6 to determine what the out would be. In the PC version, it'll automatically do it. It's a fly ball out there to Quinton, and that will retire to the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and none left on for the Rays. We go to the top of the 8 after 7. We're still tied at 3. We go to the top of the 8th. Jeremy Dye, A.J. Pazinski, and Joe Creed due up. And with that, we do have a new pitcher on the mound for Tampa Bay. Al Reyes coming out. And they're going to bring in Dan Wheeler. That is his card. Dan Wheeler will come into the game with a 4.29 ERA. He's got no wins and 1 loss. He's got 3 saves, pitched 6 1/3 of an inning, allowed 8 hits, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Taking a look at the stats for Al, he went 1 inning and an ERA of a 5.74. Dye, he's got to face 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup. Jeremy Dye is up. He's 1 for 3 today with a double, a strikeout, and an RBI. 6-6. Column 6. Row 6. Home run on a 1-15. The 16 is too high. 5-2. Column 5. Row 2. And that's going to be a fly ball back there to Crawford, who will make the catch. And 1 away. A.J. Pazinski's 1 for 2 today with a walk and a run. 2-3. Column 2, row 3. That's going to be a walk. On a 1-6, that is a 6. And that's going to be good for a walk. And with that, they're going to call Pazinski back. And they're going to bring in Dwayne Rice to pinch a run for him. Rice has a base, so Rice is coming in to pinch a run. Joe Creed is up. He's 1 for 3 today with a home run, a run, and 2 RBIs. Strategy roll 15, and here is the pitch for Creed. Go ahead, run on. 6-1, column 6. Row 1, home run on a 1-18. That's an 18, and that ball is out of here. It's a 2-run home run by Joe Creed, and the White Sox take the lead 5-3 here on the top of the 8th. And that ball going down the right field side this time. Gomes can't get it, and it's into the stands. Carlos Quentin is 2 for 3 today with a double, and here is the pitch. And that's going to be 2-5, column 2, row 5, double star, and that's going to be a fly ball back there to Crawford. He'll make the catch and puts 2 away. Brian Anderson is up. He's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and the pitch. 5-5. Column 5, row 5 at the ballpark. Delivering Dan in. He just needs one more out. We go to Tropicana Field. 1-3. Column 1, row 3, double star 6. And that's going to be a fly ball back there to Gomes. He'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. So for that, Toby Hall will come in to catch. Nick Massett going to stay out there for one more inning. So we have Carl Crawford, B.J. Upton, Carlos Pena due up for the Rays. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Carl Crawford is up, and here's the pitch. He's 1 for 3 today. 1-3. Column 1, row 3. That's going to be a walk plus. And that's going to be a 20 to 15 in range. Now remember, on a walk plus, it's the same as a strikeout plus, where we add 10 plus the range of Tampa Bay. That's going to be a 3. So we add 13. Crawford is on, and that's going to be a strategy roll of a 19. Sacrifice play coming up as B.J. Upton will step up. He's 1 for 3, infield double play. 5-4. Column 5, row 4, hit by pitch. And it's a successful sac bunt on that. So for the button, we're going to roll 1 die. It's going to go to the pitcher. And we roll 1 D20 with it. And it's going to be a good bunt on a 1 to 12. So 1 away, and that's going to get Crawford over there in the scoring position. Pena is up. He's 0 for 3. And they're going to let Pena take the hit. 2-2. Column 2, row 2. That's going to be a walk. On a 1 to 21, that is a 10. And that puts the tying run on base. Evan Longoria, 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. They're going to let Longoria take the hit. They are. Strategy rolls an 8. Infield double play depth. Rays down by 2. 5-2. Column 5. Row 2. That's going to be a walk on a 1 to 4. Teed. That is a 4. And that loads the bases, and that's going to bring up Johnny Gomes. Gomes is 2 for 3 today with a strikeout and a run. And here is the pitch. 6-3. Column 6, row 3, that is a blank. Strategy rolls an 18, they're going to hold off. 5-4. Column 5, row 4, line drive to Cabrera. And the runner is doubled up. That's going to be a double play. And that's a double play to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on for the Rays. After 8, it's Chicago 5, Tampa Bay 3. We go to the top of the 9th. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Juan Ubre, Nick Swisher, Orlando Cabrera due up for Chicago. Let's take a look at the box score after 8 had been played here in Tampa. Chicago coming back, scoring 2 more runs in that 8th inning there. They scored 2 in the fourth, a run in the fifth, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Tampa Bay shut out in that 8th inning. They're still held at 3 runs, 7 hits. 15 hits total so far in this game combined by both teams. Juan Ubre is up. Dan Wheeler is done. And they're going to bring in Trevor Miller. Miller's going to come in. That is his card. Miller will come into the game with a 6.28 ERA. He's pitched 4 1/3 of an inning, allowed 8 hits, 5 strikeouts, and 1 walk. Take a look at the stats here for Dan Wheeler. He went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 home run, an ERA of a 6.17. Rays gave up 2 home runs so far in this game. Juan Ubre is 1 for 3 with a run scored, and here is the pitch. No changes to the Rays defense. They're going to leave everything as it is. 6-6, column 6, row 6, home run chance on a 1-12. That is an 8 in range. 10 or less. That's a 2, and that ball is out of here. It's a solo home run by Juan Ubre down the left field side. Crawford goes back. Can't get it, and all we can do is watch as he smacks it into the upper decks. And it's now 6-3 Chicago. And remember, in inside pitch, no lead is safe. Anything can happen on any roll of the dice. Nick Swisher, 0 for 3 today. Are they going to let Swisher take the hit? They are not. Swisher not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Jason Bajorius to pinch hit. He's batting a 750, and here's the pitch. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That's gonna be good for a single, as Jason will get on with a base hit. Orlando Cabrera is up. He's 0 for 4, and here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3. That is a hit by pitch. That is an 11. Trevor will give a +10. No outs and runners on second, first, and second. Bullpen warming up. Two-one, column 2, row 1, strikeout plus on a 1-27. Remember, we add 12. That's a 27. That's going to be a 15. Struck him out looking. So 1 away, and that's going to bring up Jeremy Dye. Dye is 1 for 4 today with a double, a strikeout, and an RBI. 3-5, column 3, row 5, strikeout on a 1-10. The 20 is too high. 4-6, column 4, row 6. That's going to be a double to Crawford. And that's going to bring in a run. It's an RBI double. Cabrera and Dye will hold. That is a 6. We roll the second die. That is a 2. All runners hold. And that's going to do it for Trevor Miller. They're going to bring in Jason Hamill. Hamill's going to come in. That is his card. Hamill coming in, comes in the game with a 3.38. No wins, 2 losses. He's pitched 16 innings, 15 hits, 9 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Take a look at the stats here for Trevor Miller. He went 1/3 of an inning, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of a 9.58. Toby Hall batting a 200, and here is the pitch. 6-2. Column 6, row 2, double question mark. Double stone, a 1-17. That is a 17. It's a fly ball to Upton. He'll make the catch. 1 away. And it's a 5, and that will be... That'll hold. Nobody will do anything there. Joe Creed is up. Creed is 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, a run, and 4. It's a 4 RBI day for him. And here is the pitch. 1-3, column 1, row 3, possible error. 2-1, column 2, row 1, and that's going to be a pop-up to Longoria. He'll make the catch. Error range for Longoria is on a 1-7. That's a 5. That's an error. It's a 2-base error. And that's going to bring in 2 runs. It's now 9-3 on a 2-base error by Longoria. So mark that one down as an E5. Carlos Quentin is up. He's 2 for 4 with a double. And here is the pitch. Creed is on. Second. 2-6, column 2, row 6. It's a wild pitch on a 1-13. 14-16. It's a pass ball. It's a 3. On a wild pitch, Creed will move over to third. Here's the pitch to Quentin. 2-3, column 2, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Longoria. He'll make the catch and retire to the side. So with that over at first base, they're going to bring in Paul. Paul Kodeko will play first. Everyone else is... Dye is going to stay. Yep, Dye is going to stay. There he is. So 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Eric Hinske, Sean Riggins, and Elliott Johnson. Nick Massett coming out of the game. And they're going to bring in Bobby Jenkins to close this out. Yep, Jenkins will come in. That is his card. Rays down by 6. Now remember, no lead is safe here in inside pitch. The Rays could come back. Eric Hinske, 0 for 3 with a RBI. They are going to let Hinske take the hit, and here is the pitch. 4-6. Column 4, row 6, strikeout on a 1-14, 17, too high. 5-3, column 5, row 3, and that's going to be a ground ball to Kodeko. He'll make the catch. And that's 1 away. Sean Riggins, 1 for 3, and here is the pitch. And they're going to intentionally walk him. 3-3, column 3, row 3. That is a blank, but that's going to be an intentional walk. So they're going to walk Riggins. Riggins is going to come out. And they are going to bring in Fernando Perez to pinch run here. Elliott Johnson is 0 for 3. Johnson not taking the hit. And they're going to bring in Jason Bartlett. Bartlett will come in to pinch hit. He's batting a .313, and here is the pitch. 3-1, column 3, row 1. Strikeout on a 1-10. That's an 8. Struck him out. And the Rays are down to the last out, and we go to the top of the order. Iwamura is 2 for 4 today with a strikeout and a run. The pitch. 2-3, column 2, row 3, strikeout on a 1-12, 16 too high. Fernando's got a 4 for base run. 6-3, column 6, row 3. That's going to be a ground ball to Kaneko. He'll make the catch, and that will retire the side, and that's the ball game. As the Chicago White Sox defeat the Tampa Bay Rays 9-3. No runs, no hits, no errors. Final line score coming right up. So the White Sox sweep the Tampa Bay Rays 9-3. Chicago, 9 runs on 11 hits and no errors. Tampa Bay, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. Nick Massett will get the win. Dan Wheeler will pick up the loss on that. Nick Massett went 2 innings, allowed 3 walks, an ERA of 3.33. Dan Wheeler went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 home run, an ERA of 6.17. Bobby Jenkins, the last pitcher up for the White Sox, went 1 inning, allowed 1 walk, 1 strikeout, an ERA of 2.57. And John Hamill, the last pitcher up for the Rays, he went 2/3 of an inning, no runs, no earned runs, but 1 wild pitch, an ERA of 3.23. And Trevor Miller, who went 1/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 home run, 1 hit by pitch, an ERA of 9.58. So that's going to do it for us here at Tropicana Field, as the White Sox will improve to 11-7, and the Rays will drop to 8-11. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and a thumbs up on your way through the turnstile, and remember to click that bell notification to be notified of when new videos in the 2008 replay go live, and when I go live with all of the Philadelphia Phillies games. Until then, I'm Scooney 007. We'll see you for another exciting game in the 2008 replay with Inside Pitch. Until then, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.